Welcome back, friends. It's Anders. Today we're making 4 cocktails that all have one secret ingredient. And this ingredient is something you are gonna want behind your bar because it takes your cocktails to the next level. I'm talking about Swedish Punch. If you're not familiar with Swedish Punch, it's a Scandinavian liqueur that's rum-based. It's got black tea in it, spices, a little sugar because it's a liqueur. Mixes really well with just about anything you want to mix it with. One of my all-time favorite cocktails is the Doctor. We've made it on the channel a couple of times. Some of you have even asked, Anders, what else can we make with Swedish Punch? Well, I'm here to tell you, you can make a lot of drinks with Swedish Punch. And all of these cocktails are perfect for the fall. They also all happen to be kind of orange. I also have some very exciting news to share with you. I will get to that a little bit later. First things first, to the bar. The most prevalent bottle of Swedish Punch here in the United States is Kronan, but there are other brands. Kronan has been my go-to because it's the easiest to find, and I really do like it. A lot of the other Swedish Punches are considerably lighter, so if you're making these cocktails with those, you may have to rebalance. Number 1, the Havana Cocktail. This drink is a head scratcher. The thing about the Havana Cocktail, there are a few different Havana drinks. Most of them call for rum, as you would expect, maybe lime, maybe pineapple, something kind of tropical. This one, which I found a long time ago in the Savoy Cocktail book, and here's what I'll show you. In the Savoy Cocktail book, it calls for all ingredients you wouldn't think of in Cuban drinks. In a shaking tin, start with 1 ounce of gin. To that, add 1 ounce of Swedish Punch, half an ounce of an apricot liqueur, and half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. Add ice and shake. Double strain into a cocktail glass, and if you want, you can garnish it. I'm garnishing it, I'm playing into the orange thing by garnishing it with a dehydrated orange wheel. It's just for looks. So optional, and there we have the Havana Cocktail. Cheers, look at that. Oh, cheers everybody. All right, off the bat, I love this drink. There are a lot of things in this cocktail that I like. I like apricot liqueur, and I like Swedish Punch. The gin keeps it bright, as does the lemon. You get those botanicals, but then you get this interesting richness that, even though there's more of the Swedish Punch, it kind of supports the apricot. I'm kind of nerding out here on this one sip that I just took, but I think that's what you're here for, right? Okay, good. It's a really tasty beverage. On to number 2. The Boomerang. This is a tasty drink, and yes, it was in the Savoy Cocktail book, but this one you find in other classic cocktail books, like the Official Mixer's Manual and Cafe Royal Cocktail Book, among others. I just want to show you a small piece of my book collection. That's why I did that. But what makes it interesting is it's a sour style cocktail, but it also has vermouth added to it. So it's kind of like a scofflaw in that sense. Once again, we're gonna need a shaking tin. So grab that shaking tin and start off with 1 ounce of rye whiskey. To that, add 1 ounce of Swedish Punch, half an ounce of Blanc vermouth, half an ounce of fresh lemon juice, and 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Add ice and shake, double strain into a cocktail glass, express lemon oil across the top, and garnish with the peel. If you can make that peel look like a boomerang, you get bonus points. I made it look like my usual garnish, which if you use your imagination, it looks a lot like a boomerang to people who have never seen a boomerang. All right, so we can already see the palette we're going for today. Let's go in for a sip. The Boomerang, cheers. Yeah. Now, if you look at the recipes, the Havana and the Boomerang, they're kind of similar, actually. And in fact, I'm using same ratios, but this drink's completely different. Obviously, you've got rye instead of gin. It's a little bit drier. It leans more into like the colder weather, the autumnal. I think this is a nice progression. And the vermouth, I used a Blanc vermouth to add a little bit of creaminess, specifically the Dolan Blanc. I really do like it. I'm not sponsored by any of these bottles, by the way, guys. None of them. I do like the Blanc in there. Yes, this does work with a dry vermouth. That was the original recipe. I've made this with Lillet Blanc. That is also really good. Even sweet vermouth is good in this drink. I tell you, sour drinks with vermouth, that's an untapped wonderland. All right, so I was about to say on to number 3, but now I get to tell you the exciting news. As of today, we have launched the House of Bitter Bear. It is a hub for you to get the spirits I use on this channel, and it's a powerful tool to build out your bar. If you have been watching these videos and you want to make the exact recipes that I'm making here, this is where you can go to get those bottles. It's powered by Curiada, who I've worked with for over 4 years. Over on Curiada, I always had my own collection, but on House of Bitter Bear, the entire site is curated to these videos, to these recipes, to you, the viewer. It is the same network as Curiada, so if you are in the Curiada network, you are in the House of Bitter Bear network, and it's the same great customer service you get with Curiada. What I'm really excited about is the user experience. It's unlike any other online shop I've seen. You can, of course, search the bottles by spirit, but you can also search by recipe, and all of those recipes are my recipes, and they are linked to my videos. So you can click on that and see exactly where I'm making the drink in the video. It's gonna show you everything you need to make that. It breaks down the ABV, the cost to make that cocktail, and based on the bottles you have in your cart, it will recommend other recipes that you can use with those bottles. It's really well thought out. We worked really hard putting this together, and I'm really happy with the results. This entire collection, every single bottle was picked by me. You're not gonna find one that I would not recommend. All of those bottles I recommend, and I'm gonna keep adding to that list. So check it out and mix along with me. I also have some fun things planned in the future, like some mix-alongs. I'll let you know what bottles you need a couple weeks out. You can grab those bottles. So we got some fun things on the horizon, and it's a great way to support the channel. So a big thanks to you guys. If it weren't for you, this wouldn't happen. I will leave a link down below. Grab your bottles, share it with friends, and let's move on to number 3. The Roulette Cocktail. This is the one stirred cocktail on the list. It's spirit driven, no citrus. And if you like a rusty nail or a Godfather, I really think you're gonna like this one. So let's make it. In a mixing glass, start with 1.5 ounces of straight apple brandy. You could also use Calvados if you'd like. To that, add 1/2 ounce of light rum and 1 ounce of Swedish Punch. Add ice and stir. Grab a glass and drop in a big ice chunk and strain the cocktail over the ice. Express orange oil across the top. You can use the peel for garnish if you'd like. And there we have the Roulette Cocktail. Cheers. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one will take you right into winter. It's bold, it's a little punchy. I really do like the straight apple brandy, and I used a higher proof, a bonded apple brandy. You don't have to go that strong if you don't want to, but it holds up to the dilution, so I really like it. The orange on top, I've never seen other recipes that have that, but to me, when I'm having a cocktail like this, I like to have some citrus oil across the top. Lemon also works really well. The light rum just kind of mellows things out. And a full ounce of the Swedish Punch, you might think, wow, that's gonna be super sweet. Well, the other ingredients really aren't sweet. And so it really balances out nicely, especially on ice like this. So what do you think? Nothing? Never mind. It's just me. You probably haven't made it yet. On to number 4. This one is an original of mine. This is called the Self-Portrait. I came up with this drink about 10 years ago, and it's still amazing. So let's make it. In a shaking tin, start with 1 ounce of cognac. To that, add 3/4 of an ounce of Swedish Punch, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of a semi-rich simple syrup. That's 1.5 parts sugar to 1 part water, and 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Add ice and shake. Now in a cocktail glass, drop in 1 cocktail cherry, and then double strain the cocktail into the glass. And there we have the Self-Portrait. Cheers. I've got a few things I want to say about this drink because it is, personal to me. Obviously, I've got some things to say about it. But first, let's go in for the sip. So, cheers. Oh man, I really hit that one out of the park. So the story behind it. This build is based on the Dr. Cocktail because I told you I really like that drink, but I'm making it more Anders style. Number 1, cognac's the base. That's it's a style of brandy. I grew up in Wisconsin where brandy reigns supreme. I could have used a soft California brandy, but I like cognac in the drink, so that's why I went with that. The Swedish Punch, not only does it taste good, I have Swedish heritage, so I had to throw some Swedish Punch in there. I'm not from Sweden, for those of you wondering. Like I said, I'm from Wisconsin. And then I put a cherry at the bottom here. It's kind of like a little secret. Where I grew up, it's cherry country. We grow cherries there. So that's why I call it the Self-Portrait. There we are, 4 cocktails, all using Swedish Punch. If you are thinking, should I get a bottle of Swedish Punch? Yes, you should. If you choose to drink the Swedish Punch on its own, that's great. That's what it was initially intended for. You're doing it right. So you can't go wrong. Again, do check out House of Bitter Bear. Get the bottles I use here on the channel. I love you. Grab your merch. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. Grenadine, falernum, all that stuff. We will see you next time. Cheers.